It's time for Side Scrollers with me, Stuttering Craig.
You decide when you lose, not other people.
And Blabs.
I like pickles.
And co-hosted by our friends from around the internet. If you like common sense, hit that thumbs up button and, of course, the subscribe button. And join us Monday through Friday live at 11 a.m. Central Time. And now, broadcasting from our homes, it's time for the #1 gaming and entertainment podcast on God's green earth. It's time for Side Scrollers.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Whoa! Welcome on out to Side Scrollers on YouTube.com and Rumble.com and the Geeks and Gamers House. What's going on, everybody? Hi. Happy Friday to you. I'm Stuttering Craig. You have a good week? You did? Are you ready for the weekend? You sure are. Man, we're going to have a good one today. Hi, Blabs. How are you?
Hi. I was just about to cough. Hello. I was like, ah.
It's going to be a good day. I'm excited. Obviously, I'm in a...
You're in a whole new world.
Whole new world. So I feel like
and it matches the background, I gotta say. The red and the red.
I do look... I feel like I'm in hell right now, just with the red background for sure. Yes. But it looks great. They were nice enough to accommodate and put the red lights up. They could be blue, could be yellow, could be anything. But I said red, so here we are. It looks like I'm broadcasting from hell, which is good with the red background. Yeah, that's okay. It only looks like it. I feel like I'm in heaven. Huh? Yeah, nice. Well, look, we got a great show today. Obviously, I am live from the Geeks and Gamers House. I'm going live literally at the same time as FNT. We have this intense mashup happening right now where they're on their channel, we're on our channel, and literally Jeremy is right below me. Jeremy is right below me, and he's doing Friday Night Nights. So it should be fun. Look, we got a great group of folks today. As always, it is Friday. Joining us, the Dr. Pepper-haired Melanie Mack. Hello, Melanie.
Hi, Craig. You know you're not going to hell on my watch.
All right, let's go.
Impossible.
Depends who you ask, Mel. Depends who you ask.
Yeah, I mean, that is true.
I love that. Not on my watch, Craig. You're staying straight in the pearly gates.
That's right.
Love that. That's awesome. Speaking of a guy broadcasting from the pearly gates, today we have a first-time guest on the show. Please welcome. Well, he goes by G Prime 85, but I'm just gonna call him George. What's up, George? How are you?
I am known as George. Hi, taking a break from my drawing duties to say hi to everybody. Thank you for the invite.
Hold on. This is like, that's heaven and hell. There we are. We got to switch it because heaven's on top.
There we go.
Actually, I think it's more like that then. There we go, because I'm also in the red.
Here to corrupt.
It depends who you ask.
Great point. These are all great philosophical questions. All right, look, we're going to have a great show today. We got a lot going on. Obviously, before we get anything, I think people need to know first, George, how do people know you? How would people get to know you and what you do on a day-to-day basis?
Well, I suppose on Twitter and Instagram, I'm a sort of current events / political cartoonist. I do conservative-leaning sort of, I don't know, parodies, whatever, making fun of this or that topic. And it has done well. I think my better-known strips are like Joe Biden sucking the black out of someone and saying, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black, stuff like that. So like little 4-panel strips. And more recently, I've been working with Razor Fist, who's, of course, a friend of the show. He wrote a book called Ghost of the Badlands, and I have the privilege of drawing it. And I'm taking a short break to hang out with you guys. I'm almost done inking it, if any backers are listening. And so I'll be finishing that up this month, the inks. We'll be sending it off to the printer soon, and then I'll be coloring and hopefully get everyone's books to them very shortly. So apologies for the lateness, but the book looks great. Unfortunately, I can't show you any previews because the last half of the book, lots of spoilers, you know.
Hey, I get it.
Yeah.
You guys have a date around when you're looking at releasing it, or is it just whatever you're able to get it done?
We first said January, and obviously it's not January anymore. I have 15 pages left to ink. I ink about a page a day on a good day. So I should be done this month. But you never know. Like some panels just take more time than others. So
art takes time. People don't understand. Art takes time. Yeah.
It's tough. I mean, I want to work faster, but I don't want to sacrifice quality. I think at the end of the day, people will appreciate a better looking book than a book that was shipped early that doesn't look as good as it could. And I just don't want to dishonor anybody by like, everyone backed the book and they're so enthusiastic. And I'd rather take the reputation hit and just be known as a slow drawer.
Right.
Well, and it's
Whatever.
like we're at home stretch anyway, so
Pretty much.
I think they'll be. I think they will be happy to wait for the quality product.
I hope so. I mean, obviously, I'm going to make sure that it looks good and it feels good. I'm thinking of releasing the monochrome edition. Obviously, I have to talk to Razor about this. On like cream-colored old style paper. I have a bunch of old newspapers from like the 1800s that like it would look like as if it was printed in the 1800s. So that would be the monochrome edition. So I have to talk to the printer about that, make sure they have the stock and stuff.
That's great, man.
It'll all be done soon, and I'll take a nice break after. I'm looking forward to that. I've been working on it like solid for 7 months, I think.
Wow.
Good for you, man. It's been a tremendous success, and I'm excited to see kind of where that goes. And when it's released, it's going to be great. People are going to be very happy with it. So, well, that's awesome. Well, so obviously we have George with us, we have Mel with us, Blabs, and obviously me today. We have a lot to talk about. Lots to talk about today. Clown World will be a very prominent segment today. It's been a week since we've done that. We're definitely some Clown World today. But first, I want to remind you guys we are live over at rumble.com/sidescrollers. Do us a favor, hit the follow button over there as we close in on 6,000 followers over there. Continue to grow every single day, which is great. We also have an X account where you can find out who's going to be on the show. You could have found out that George and Mel were going to be on the show. You could have already known. Just go follow us over there. Also, we have an Instagram account, don't we, Blab?
We do, and follow us, or else George and Melanie are going to give you a wedgie.
True.
Sounds like fun.
Nice. We also are live over on Kick today. I don't think I changed the title because I couldn't log in over there. But if you guys watching over on Kick, what's going on? Good to see you.
It says we left Twitch for Kick on it.
Well, that's fine. That's good enough.
Perfect.
That's right. We also have a Spotify account if you want to listen to us talk instead of see us talk. So you can find us over there over on Spotify. I would like to remind you guys to subscribe as we have crossed 66,000 subscribers here on the YouTube channel, which is great. So hit the subscribe button, join the 66,000 wonderful common sense lovers in the video game and entertainment space. Also, do us a favor, hit the thumbs up button, hit that 500 goal. I think we can do it today. I think we can. I think we will. And as always, our goal is 25 memberships every single show. Can we do it? Yes, we can. And you know how I know we're going to do it today? Because Andrew came in with 10 gifted memberships. Let's go, Andrew.
Yay!
Which leads us to a big issue here. Big issue is that I don't have my regular notepads and my sticky pads to put against my wall here today. But I do have these tiny ones right here.
Oh, that's so cute.
So do me a favor and look at that, Andrew. Look at that. And I thought about running all the way to the back wall every time, but instead I'm just going to pop it right here so everybody can see it right there the entire time. So if anybody comes in, we're going to leave those there. That'll be our parting gift when I leave here in a couple days. So Andrew, thank you so much for your support. Greatly appreciate that. Not to be outdone, Vic came in. Vic, good to see you as a brand new member. Vic came in dropping bombs yesterday, and we appreciate that, Vic, greatly. Josh, also member for 15 months, says, let's go. Josh, thank you very much. Appreciate you, buddy. And Viper says, kind of strange with Craig looking straight ahead. Got to be honest. I agree.
Yeah.
Thank you, Viper. Appreciate that. Also with the gifted membership, let's go. That puts us at 12 today. 12 memberships today. Thank you so much, Viper. If you guys got a gifted membership, make sure you say, thank you.
Yeah. I got some Rumble rants to read. Alvin John for $1 says, Craig didn't die on a woke flight. Hooray!
Yay! So you had a male pilot?
Yeah, I actually want to know about that.
I would like to confirm that my pilot was a white male. Yes.
Excellent.
Did you go into the cockpit and be like, ooh, and just look?
As I went down the aisle, I was dancing, and it's like, all right.
We're not
I'm gonna live another day.
Yeah.
No, I will say this. The stewardess staff was wonderful. They're incredibly attentive and very nice. I did have a guy who smelled like a minced cologne sitting next to me the entire time, which was very tough. So, just saying, like, ease off the cologne when you get on the plane.
What airline did you fly with?
American Airlines. Its hub is in Dallas. So, yeah.
Well, I was gonna go on. B Barrett 726 says for $2. Okay, campers, rise and shine, and don't forget your booties, cause it's cold outside. Yeah. Bentley guy came in, freaking Florida, came in with $10 and says, to make you feel better, Craig, during a Bible camp as a kid, we earned beads to make a bracelet. The red bead stood for the blood of Christ. Then when red became my favorite color, Mel's got you.
Yes.
Okay.
Nice. George, are you literally coloring during the show?
I'm writing down notes because my keyboard's loud.
Oh, okay, cool. Love it.
I'm trying to be a good guest. I'm sorry.
That's great. All guests are great here, which is great.
B Barrett.
All guests are
$2.
tens.
Yes. B Barrett says for $2. Melanie changes hair color more than often than Nymphadora Tonks. That's kind of funny.
I don't know who that is, but
She's
I have
the
been
Harry Potter
lately.
character who changes her hair color on Will. She was born
That's
that way.
funny.
Almond John came in for $2. Craig's background reminds me of WWF OG Kane when he would come to the ring and the lights would stay red during the entire match.
That's awesome. Love it.
And Dude for $1 says, how can you call the next PlayStation Portable the PSP2 when the Vita exists? I have no idea.
I'm gonna need to change I'm gonna need to change the background color. I feel like it's important to do. I don't want this to feel like Kane from 1998 wrestling. So I'm gonna go and change the color real quick, Blabs. Tell everybody about what we have coming up on February 15th.
Right, February 15th, we have our 12-hour stream. So we'll be starting at noon Eastern and going all the way until midnight, because, that's 12 hours. And we're going to have a slew of guests coming on. George, you're totally invited to come on now. You've been on the show. We're going to have everyone just circling in and out. Boogie's going to be on the show, guys. Keemstar's going to be on the show. We got Gary, Jeremy, everybody and anyone who's been on the show is welcome to come back on. Just, DM me for, a time slot just so we're organized. But yes, huge show, 12 hours long, February 15th. And also next week, we have an AI panel coming up, too, so that's very exciting. Did you have fun, Craig? That's pretty. Now you look like you're warping into hyperspeed or something.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm in a strip club.
You gotta show your ID.
Oh my god. Yeah.
So you first.
You first, huh? Hey, Cellular Dream came in with the 199. Says shout out to my homeboy Jesus. Hey, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Appreciate that. All right, let's get into it. We got a lot going on and a lot to talk about here. It's going to be a great show. As I said, I'm very, very excited for what we have to talk about today. So let's get into it. It's time for my favorite segment, your favorite segment, everybody in the world's favorite segment. It's time for Hard News.
Hard News.
Now, George, you are an active Twitter user. I'm sorry, X user. You've grown a nice little audience over on, I say little, I mean nice large audience over on X with your.
It's all about how you use it, sir.
Is that right? Well, that's what I've been told.
That's the size of the audience.
Never been able to figure that out, to be totally honest with you. So, but,
hey, can I make jokes like that, or is that naughty?
You absolutely can. Listen,
I should have asked before.
This is a free speech show.
Okay, in that case.
Well, not too free speech. We are on YouTube.
Gotcha.
Hold on, I'm sorry. I've been brought a pink butt or a vagina. I'm not quite
What?
sure.
Oh my god.
Ball sack. Look.
You really can't say anything.
Controversial. We peanut butter pink hearts.
Oh no, hold on. No, you
You
did.
turn them over. It's a ball sack. That's for you. Here you go.
Oh, thanks.
Aw,
Should
Steph's giving you her ball sack.
I put the ball
That's so
sack in my
nice.
mouth?
Yeah.
So this is like a Rorschach test. Is that what you guys see?
Wow, that's really like, oh my god, that's really fucking bizarre. Look at that! Look at
Put it in
that!
your mouth.
Oh no.
Eat it sensually.
No.
He's trying to buy
Oh my.
Uh-oh.
He's gonna need more donos for that.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my
Oh.
god.
Oh yeah, she can't see us. Oh wait, yes they can. They can see us from the below.
Yeah, oh, listen. Just toss it up and have the.
Eat the ball sack, Craig.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh.
That That is filthy.
Yay!
You're supposed to cup it first,
Oh,
but you know, look at Black on there.
Does it taste like strawberry?
Bye, everybody.
Nice.
No, it's very. It tastes like balls. No, not that I know.
How do you know it's
It's like salty balls.
Chocolate.
Ooh, suck on those chocolate salty balls. All right. So what were we talking about? Oh,
Balls.
Twitter. That's right.
Testicles.
That's right. Welcome to the show, George.
Yeah, you're gonna have fun now.
Mhm.
I didn't know I could talk like this.
We talk about it. You know, as long as YouTube allows it. Even if they don't, we still say it. Okay, so you are an active X member. You go on Twitter. You have a nice audience of a quadrillion people. And all we've heard over the last year, well, how long has it been since Elon Musk bought Twitter? A year or so? Is that
Yeah, about.
X is going downhill. This platform is dying. This is insane. This how has it lost all this value? It's lost X% of value. All these people are pulling out. Nobody is on X anymore, except everybody's on X because,
Yeah.
as you can see, X just hit record-breaking traffic, beating both Instagram and Facebook again, which is insane. Just insane to think about.
wow.
So I think that really says a lot about the state of the narrative attached to X. George, what have you seen since Elon Musk has bought X? What have you seen? Some people say it's a I don't know. The one thing I see over and over again is that it's from people who lean left. They're like, this place is a hellhole now, right? And then you see people on the right be like, all right, free speech is great.
Mhm.
So I don't know. What would love to hear your perspective.
Well, look, I used to pull my punches a lot when it comes to spicy opinions, and in some ways that makes you more creative. In other ways, it's not American. The changes that I've noticed, well, first of all, like in Twitter 1.0, I guess we can call that the pre-Elon Twitter, whatever. I got suspended for a week twice for my strips, my comic strips. I don't know how it screwed up my like algorithmically, like you wouldn't show up for certain people. My numbers started doing better almost instantly after he bought it, after the transfer. So I guess I'm less nerfed than I was before. I still think I'm nerfed in some ways, but I can't prove it. So we'll have to see if I think there's going to be an overhaul for X. They've been hinting at it for a while now. Like they're going to completely rebuild it to look like there's some Chinese actually app or website or something like that. That's like the everything app for them.
Yeah.
So it sounds like he's going to rebuild it from scratch. So I'm waiting for that. Like for instance, I had lost my Patreon account last December, a year ago. And I had been thinking, oh, I'll just start using subscriptions on X. And I got my monetization working, but my subscription button, I don't have one. I don't know why. So I'm waiting on that. I guess I'm in line. And content creators like myself or even you guys could have like a Patreon alternative on Twitter where, say, I'm doing very good on Twitter in terms of follower count. So I could monetize that, and that would be nice, versus on other sites where they would just straight up hide your account. So I'm looking forward to not being hidden. But as for like, is this where everybody is nowadays? Like you have to think of X as the new newspaper. If you look at like the old days of like the 1920s or something, you get a William Randolph Hearst or something, or Citizen Kane, if you've seen that, where like he bought the newspaper and he would control everything that was in the newspaper, and that was bad. But now, if the new marketplace, the bazaar, where everybody is talking nowadays, is not, we don't read newspapers anymore. We get the news on X. And if I'm a cartoonist posting political strips, let's say, I'm in the best position I can be on X, or to a lesser degree Instagram, but they hide your stuff there too.
Mm-hmm.
So I had wanted to be a political cartoonist for a long time, and I was like, I'll never get in the newspapers, but I'm on X now, which is better than newspapers. So in many ways, Elon jailbreaked a lot of people, myself included, so that we can hopefully earn livings, not just have our free speech, which is great, but we want to earn our livings off platforms like X. So I'm looking forward to that. I think there's still work to be done.
Now, Melanie, obviously you've seen, I guess, the cuffs come off as far as your ability to say what you want to say.
Yeah, I mean, yes and no. I mean, my favorite gamer word, I like to say that a lot, and that always goes viral. But lately, it's also they've been limiting my visibility too. So that's been unfortunate. But yeah, I had the one the other day that had like 28,000 likes, and I'm like, wow, this is doing numbers just for saying a gamer word. And then sure enough, oh, limited visibility now. So I haven't had that issue at all up until recently. Now, the first time I dropped that gamer word on Twitter, like last summer, I did get locked out of my account. And that was after Elon Musk bought it. But then after that, for some reason, I was like, okay, I can say it now. But I don't know. I think what's going on right now with overall with it being more of a free speech platform, I don't think it totally is. You can tell that it just with the numbers, they're very telling. People like that. People can act like, oh, they want censorship, they want this and that. Well, look at something like Threads, for example, Instagram's version of Twitter. My goodness, absolute crap numbers, absolute crap engagement. People are not on that app because when everything is forced to just be toxic positive or only approved narrative can be said here, it's boring. It's not authentic. So what makes X a more compelling platform is that you are going to see people keep it more real, whether that's something you agree with or not. It's just a lot more enticing to see people sharing their actual opinions on the world and or on various topics, as opposed to just be put in a box.
Well, and I think that shows with the increase in traffic as it continues to go. People want a place where things are happening. They want the ability to hear the real story as opposed to the censored version of it or the sanitized version that you see from the newspaper, from the corporate media, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So it's just, everybody, good or bad, everybody becomes a source of news on X, which is interesting. So let's go and move on to our next story here, as this is pretty fascinating stuff. Okay, so sorry, I'm working on. Whenever I look over here, this is very awkward. I have these multiple monitors here. It's just so not used to this, but this is amazing. All right, Blabs, what's one of your favorite hobbies when you stream?
eThought Watch.
That's right. eThought Watch. You love checking out the girls in scantily clad outfits.
And laughing at them, yes.
Yeah, I'm sorry. And laughing at them, yes.
It's not like I just go, ooh, 10 on 10, would bang. No, I don't do that.
but we also have, these eThoughts in the gaming space. You got Pokimane and all these girls who, the idea is they're on Twitter or they're on X or they're on Twitch or whatever it is. And the idea is they want to filter you to their OnlyFans, right? And they post these pictures of them all suggestive, their boobs hanging out or whatever, they're bending over. Well, 4chan of all places has discovered a solution for this using artificial intelligence, which is amazing. By the way, 4chan is not the place that I would really think
I know
solutions for this.
That's what's so funny is everyone calls people on 4chan like degenerates and all that, and they had to do this. That's because society has become so degenerate. All of these, it's mainstream to be a degenerate now. It's mainstream for these girls to have OnlyFans, and it's mainstream for guys to buy these things.
Well, yeah. So 4chan came out with a new AI tool. And it's called Dignify, as in like Dignify AI at the end. And the irony of this is that it's designed to put clothes back on e-girls and make them look classy. Here's some examples that we see.
Ta-da.
I would 1000% use this plugin. I'm sick and tired of just when you're filtering through like viral thread replies and seeing all these naked or half naked girls on it.
Free the
Please.
coochies.
Yeah, it's like, please give me this AI tool. I'm sick of seeing that.
Hashtag
Yeah.
don't free the cooch.
By the
Yeah.
way, Craig, you know how many people tagged me in their tweets yesterday saying hashtag free the cooch? I had
Uh-huh.
at least 15. So
Oh,
thank you
good.
for that.
Wow.
Thank you.
You're
Thanks.
welcome.
Yeah.
Well, Blabs, if you weren't so adamant about wanting to free the cooch, we wouldn't have to do that. It's crazy.
What?
What? But here's some more examples. We have this young lass over here who
She looks better on the right.
She
have to
does.
say.
She actually does.
She looks a lot classier and like a Hollywood era type of woman, like golden era, I should say, as compared to a whore on the left.
I like that she's just walking along a countryside in her bra and panties.
Right?
Over here.
Like, what
I
about
know.
ticks? What about ticks? I guess like Brad Paisley's gonna check her for ticks, I guess. I'm not really sure.
Then we have.
Are we sure the left isn't the AI?
yes, we're
Yeah.
positive. We're
Mhm.
putting it back on. Here's the tattoo removal, which you have.
No!
Jumped off
People
the
want to
deep
use
end.
that on me. They already do. I mean, fair. I get it.
But you look at her on the left and you look at her on the right, and you're like, oh man, she's so. It's like what a pretty young lady here on the right. And then
Yeah.
you
Notice they added cleavage though.
they
They
did,
did.
yes.
That is true.
This weapon is too powerful for the hands of man. Because
We
you
must
know
have
they're
them
all
all
right. Sure, this is 4chan though. They're adding clothes, but wink, wink. There's going to be like a reverse filter option, whatever. Like,
right.
let's be honest. 4chan is not like the place for wholesome content.
This is
This is a trap.
It is a trap. 100%. Then we also have this one here, which is great. This is total e-thought stuff, and here she is
Mhm.
going from
They got rid of her BBL too. It looks better.
her BBL.
Yes, where they take fat from your stomach and put it in your hips, and they just distribute fat.
Oh, makes them like an hourglass type
It makes
shape.
yeah, but the Kim, like the Kardashians normalize this BBL surgery.
Yes, bubble butt.
And now so many girls get it. And I don't understand because I've never in the history of my life looked at someone with a BBL and thought, I wish I looked like that. I don't know how it's such a popular surgical procedure. Also a deadly one of the most dangerous procedures you can possibly get.
Well,
But
Why?
I was gonna save this for Clown
people
World.
die. It's crazy.
Like it goes necrotic or something, the fat?
I'm not exactly sure how that works, but I do know it is a very dangerous procedure, and a lot of people die when they get it done, especially when they're trying to get it done cheap in Mexico or something.
I was gonna say this for Clown World today, but like, what about this lady here? Like,
Oh
have
my!
you seen like
What?
this?
See, she's that is a very exaggerated BBL. It looks
Bubble butt.
retarded.
Bubble butt. That's what it looks like.
Like, I gotta be honest,
That's
I
not
don't know.
it
sexy.
just looks fat. It just looks fat. I don't get it.
George.
Look at her thighs. She could kill a man.
George, what are your thoughts on when you see that coming at you?
Well, when I saw this in the notes for today's show, I was thinking, there's such a thing in the arts as the Rubenesque woman. You've heard of this?
No, please do tell.
No.
What's his name? Peter, Paul, something Rubens?
And Mary?
Rubens. Forgive me, I'm going to use my keyboard real quick.
Sure.
Google.
So
Where
polite.
is it?
Forgive
Where's
me,
his freaking
guys.
name? Yeah, Rubenesque. If you look at a Rubenesque woman, you'll see like old Renaissance paintings of women who are full-bodied, let us say.
Uh-huh.
You don't want to look it up for the show, I'm sure. But, there's guys who are into that sort of thing, and I say God bless them. My opinion on this is that the most attractive thing about a lady is her mind. And I think most people should learn this lesson. And including this lady, she needs to work on her mind and her heart and her soul. And, the butt, it's, for some guys, they're into that sort of thing. But 20, 30, 40 years down the road, you're married to a lady, right? I'm going to lose my looks perhaps someday. But the only thing that'll be left, hopefully, is my winning personality. And I would think that my spouse, God bless her, would still like to be around me in 20, 30, 40 years.
George,
Even after I lose my looks, which is impossible.
You're really sentimental. I
That is
feel
so
like I'm gonna cry.
wholesome.
Listen,
I've got a big heart. What can I tell you?
well, you know what? She
A
has
man
a
of
big
culture
ass.
on
There
this
you go.
show.
She's got a big butt. I've got a big heart.
There you
She
go.
could literally suffocate someone. Like,
Yeah,
that
100%.
sure there are guys who would
man
like
will
that.
die.
Hey, Blabs, question. Poll in the chat. Just simply, would you? That's it.
Do you want her to sit on your face?
No,
Yes
no,
or
no, 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 no. Just would you? Just would you? That's it. Would you? Anyways, back to the original story. So back to this Dignify. That's what it's called right there. Dignifai, right? Dignify. I think it's pretty clever. With that said, I was talking to Blabs. I was like, it'd be really funny if we were to take some of these like e-thoughts and do this and kind of rework them using this AI tool. But Blabs is like, I don't want to put this on my PC. And I was like, I don't want to put it on my PC either. It's coming from 4chan. So if anybody would like to do that and tag us on social media between now and the end of the show, that would be great. We'd love to kind of see. You can do it to Blabs. You can do it to me. You can do it to.
I have
You
no
can
scandalous-
remove all my tattoos.
Yeah,
That's
I don't
right.
have scandalous photos out there. Unless there's some scandalous photos out there of Craig. I'm not really sure how much it can work on.
Now there could be
There may be.
AI scandalous photos that AI will unscandalize for
oh
you.
dear.
Hey, Mel, show everybody your tattoos real quick so we can get them all done. There you go. There you go. Nice.
Ta-da.
Get rid of that.
What do I do?
This is
Get rid of
literally
that.
the only place I have tattoos are my arms.
Get rid of that damn Pikachu on your.
Yeah,
on your
I
arm.
just
That's
got
ridiculous.
it. Time to remove it.
Well, we'll see if anybody takes us up on that offer throughout the show, which will be very interesting. Be a great way to contribute. Also, a great way to contribute. Elite Neo with a $100 super chat. That is ridiculous. Saying, "Hail, Craig and company. Got my company profit sharing payout yesterday and wanted to share a bit of the wealth. In fact, it just dropped $100 on FNT and might have inadvertently dared Jeremy to come upstairs and have a word with you about being below you." Phrasing.
Oh,
He's literally below me. Let's see.
Is
So
Jeremy
generous.
downstairs?
That's ridiculous. Hey, Elite Neo, do me a favor. Would you look at that? Look at that tiny little thing right there. Look at that. It's cute.
You gotta do the meme where it's like, what is that? Super small.
Right there on the wall. Hey, and not to be outdone, after Elite Neo's $100 super chat, Raider came in with a $99.99 super chat. How generous is that? Coming in saying, "Hail from MegaCon. Request Going the Distance" from Cake in a Russian accent.
See,
This
I
should be
thought
easy,
that this was like a Disney song, "I Can Go the Distance," and I'm like, what
no,
the hell
that
is
she's
Cake?
going the distance. She's going for speed. Is it 4 speed or full speed? I don't know,
Four
but I
Speed
know
is
that
what
song.
The lyrics
Okay.
on the internet tell me. I don't know this song. I'll be honest.
You don't know this song?
I don't think so.
She's going the distance.
I'm listening
She's
to
going
it.
for speed.
I don't know it. I don't
He's
know
all
it.
alone, or he's all alone.
Alone.
In a time,
In a time
of need. That's right.
I think Melly
George,
can sing it.
George, no, Blabs, this is for you. Raider, look at that. George, you're probably wondering what the hell's happening. If we get a $100 donation, Blabs sings a song in a very inappropriate accent. So people will request them. Yeah, so it's great because Raider, we're going to get you on the wall right there. Hey, and not to be outdone, Kratos El Gratos came in. Look at Blabs, she knows. With a $100 direct donation.
Oh.
Wow. With no message.
Oh,
Oh, that's wonderful.
well, I got a little rumble rant here from Alvin John for Dolly. It says only 12 hours in reference to the 12-hour stream. We're catered to 24.
Well, maybe I'll go longer. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe I'll go longer. What do you guys say about that? Raider, thank you so much. We're going to get to that in just a second. Also, not to be outdone, Big Top came in with a $100 direct donation. This is ridiculous.
Wow.
Song request: give Blabs a break today, and can have Melanie sing Nelly Hot in Here by Nelly in a German accent.
A German, let's go! Let's go! The only one I know.
All right. Do you know Hot in Here?
Yeah, I know
hot.
enough.
All
Like,
your clothes.
yeah.
All right. All right, Big Top. We're gonna get you on the wall as well, man. To get you on the staircase here of the G&G house. That's outstanding. All right, so let's go with Melanie. I'm sure you'll be ready sooner than.
Yeah.
I don't even know how to do a Russian accent.
Well, you'll figure
In
it out.
Soviet Russia, bear it you. It's not good.
You nailed it. Nailed it right there. Mel, you ready?
Okay.
All right.
I know the chorus, but I definitely know the chorus rhythm. I don't know for sure on the end of the verse, but we're gonna roll with it.
Yeah, that's all you need to do. Melanie Mack singing "Hot and Her" by Nelly, courtesy of Big Top 84.
Cause I'm feeling like busting loose, and I feel like touching you, and can't nobody stop the juice. So baby, tell me what's the use? I said, it's getting hot in here, uns hot, so take off all your clothes, uns clothes. I am getting so hot, I want to take my clothes off. It's getting hot and here so hot, so take off all your clothes. I am getting so hot, I want to take my clothes off.
Hey, George, welcome to the show.
Did you say stop the what?
I don't know. I don't even remember.
Juice?
Stop the.
Yeah, it sounded like she said stop the Jews.
Oh
And I
yeah,
was like,
stop
huh.
the juice.
Oh no, that's
In your
horrible.
German accent?
Yeah, you realize what you said, right, Melanie? I heard it too.
Wow.
That's what I heard.
I heard the same thing. I was like, all right, we're going there.
I'm like really in character.
If the camera was on me at that moment, I was like,
I saw it. I saw the face. I can
I
see
was
you.
really committed to this.
Okay. All right.
Whoa.
Well, all right.
this is an interesting show. Okay.
It got elevated, George. It got elevated just now. It's just,
Okay. It's early in the day, but I'll start drinking.
yeah, take a shot every time Melanie says something inappropriate. There we go. Oh my gosh. God, that's insane. Hey, CR Vol with 20 gifted memberships. That is ridiculous. Guys, thank you so much. That is beyond generous. Look at this, like my tiny little wall right here. This is great right here. Love that. Thank you guys so much. If you guys got a gifted membership from Vox, make sure you say a thank you. And Vox really appreciate that. That is beyond nice, beyond generous right there. Now, Blabs, are you ready for Raiders
This is gonna be
song?
so bad. I'm just gonna,
Going the distance.
You know what? I'm gonna play it while I sing it.
That sounds good. All right.
Okay.
All right. So here it is. Blabs singing The Distance from Cake in a Ruski accent.
Right. Soviet Russia, bear eat you. Okay. Cause he's going the distance. He's going for speed. That sounds very weird.
No, that's good. That's good.
All right.
You're killing it.
He's going the distance. He's going for speed. She's all alone, and all alone in her time of need. Soviet Russia, because he's racing and pacing and plotting the course. Bury it you.
Racing. That's good. There you go, Blabs. Nice
Loved
job.
it. That
Nice
was
job.
amazing.
One of your better efforts recently. Good job. Good job.
Did Razor ever do that? I'm curious.
Razor,
Doesn't he sing?
I think he occasionally has in the past. Yeah,
But he would be good at that.
I would dare him to do that. I want to hear his music. I've never heard his music. I bet it's good.
I'm sure it's brilliant.
it is.
Next time he's on, we'll definitely do that. Blabs, I got bad news for you, and we'll hold on to this
Fuck
one.
no shit.
We'll hold on to this one for a little bit later and let you know. Because Kratos El Kratos came in with another $100 direct donation. Kratos, that is incredibly generous.
Thanks, Kratos.
Oh, did the message not go through? No mercy today, Blabs. Would like to request what a wonderful world in Tower Tard accent.
Perfect.
That's awesome. All right, we'll get to that in just a little bit as well.
Mhm.
Let's stink and go. Thank you so much, Kratos. That is beyond generous. That's spectacular. Once Blabs get there, let's move on to our next story, and then we'll come back to sing along time with Blabs here in a little bit. Let's go to hey, you know what? This is a kind of a quick ad here, a very quick hit here. Have you guys seen the Sonic the Hedgehog movies? Mel? George?
No, surprisingly, I haven't.
Not
No?
yet.
Even though I hear they're like the best video game movies.
Yeah, they're very good. Very good. Now, spoiler, at the end of Sonic 2, it's implied that Dr. Robotnik is dead. That's the idea, is he is dead. But spoiler, he's back in number 3 as they've released the trailer, and they put out a tweet earlier today. It says, you all thought I was gone, but I've just been underground. What you've seen from me is only a hashtag shadow of things to come, implying Shadow the Hedgehog in the new movie. So here's the teaser they have. So there you go. The big thing is that Jim Carrey's back in it, and obviously we know Jim Carrey's Looney Tunes, but he is incredibly good.
He's hilarious.
Yes.
I mean, just from what I've seen with trailers and stuff, I feel like if he wasn't in it, I wouldn't be as motivated to watch it. But I feel like he's probably the best part of the movies.
It feels like a throwback to his kind of physical comedy of the early and mid 90s, you know, like your Ace Ventura, your Cable Guy, you know, Chip from Cable Guy, those characters. So it is really fun. He's a phenomenal physical actor, I guess. And he does that playing as Robot, very big facial expressions. So I'm excited to kind of see that.
And I would have never pictured him as Dr. Robotnik at all, but it works. From the clips I've seen, it works. He just makes it work. He's so funny.
It is pretty outstanding. George, did you play Sonic at all growing up?
Oh yeah, of course.
Can you see Jim Carrey as Dr. Robotnik?
Well, you know, after seeing all the trailers and clips and stuff, he kills it. He does a very good job. I mean, obviously he doesn't look like Eggman, but he brings so much energy and joy to the role, or a lot of his roles, that sort of overwrites. It wouldn't be the same as if they had, I don't know, what actor would be completely wrong in that role? Danny DeVito or something. But, that'd be kind of awesome too.
I think that actually would. Or Jack Black. I think he could do a good Dr. Robotnik.
Chris Pratt is everybody.
More Chris Pratt. Just switch it around. Have Jack Black be Robotnik and Chris Pratt play
Chris
Sonic.
Pratt?
Yeah, just move them all around. Chris Pratt applesauce. There you go.
It's funny timing. Like, you know, obviously we grew up with it, so like we would have been the audience 20 years ago. But I guess we'll take our kids to go see it and say, hey, son, hey, daughter, I grew up watching Sonic. So here's this thing. You have no idea what this is, but it's pretty cool, huh?
Well, I'll tell you this. My kids love the movies. They love I don't think they've actually played the Sonic games, but they love the Sonic movies. And they're good movies. They're really enjoyable to watch, just even as an adult. And you think about the controversy attached to the Sonic movie when it first was announced, when they showed the original version of Sonic. Do you remember that, Mel?
Yeah, if they didn't listen to fans, I think it would have crashed and burned. I think that them actually listening to fans and changing the design instead of looking like a sad, wet rat, it worked out for them. And I think that that's just a testament to how important it is to make your fan base happy. And so whenever all of these new movies, remakes, video game remaking stuff, all that, make the fans happy, let the characters be recognizable. It makes all the difference.
Blabs, did you ever see Ugly Sonic?
No.
You didn't?
Really?
That one. Yeah. And then they redid it because the fans were like, nah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Right.
I understand. Yeah. What is that in the middle? What is that?
That's something.
I love. There's a Chip and Dale remake or movie they did a couple years ago, and Ugly Sonic.
So bad.
Ugly Sonic is he's at a convention signing autographs. It's like the old retired wrestlers who are like signing pictures and stuff. It's really funny. So So, anyways, yeah, the new Sonic 3 is coming out later this year, and I got to be honest, I'm for it. I'm looking forward to seeing where this goes. So, great stuff. Hey, Mercenary came in with the 2. Says, "Hey George, can't wait to see your art in Ghost."
Thank you, Mercenary. I can't wait to finish and hear what everyone thinks. I think me being that kind of artist where like I hate everything I make, like if everyone likes it, even if I hate it, I'll be satisfied.
Awesome. Slav's Free Talk came in as a brand new member. Thank you so much, guys. Appreciate it. That's outstanding. Mercenary came back, says, "God using 4chan like he used pagans in the past." All right, Mercenary, thank you. And then Elite Neo came back, says, "Oh yeah, Blaz, my heart will go on." Asian accent. Oh, that's from Elite Neo's $100 super chat. They forgot to put it in. So my heart will go on in Asian accent.
I think George should do it.
George, did you do an Asian accent? Do you know you signed up for that when you came on the show today?
No, I'm not prepared to sing it this time, but
He's like, that wasn't on the run sheet.
I could sing the soundtrack to Phantom of the Opera, maybe sometime.
Maybe.
All right.
Maybe in an Asian accent for sure. That'd be good.
Yeah. Cream Nando on Kick subscribed, so he's been a member for 4 months now. And over on Rumble, Almond John says, "Speaking of 12 and 24-hour streams, Craig, is there any way I can find the 2016 Screw Attack 48-hour stream? It seems to disappear off the face of the earth as soon as you guys finish streaming."
Yeah, I don't know. That was 8 years ago. So, and I don't have access to any of that stuff anymore. So, it may be locked behind the Death Battle channel, which is what the Screw Attack channel was rebranded to. It's probably locked behind on YouTube somewhere, but it'll never see the light of day again. So sorry about that. David says, "Would I?" In the words of the poet and thespian William Smith, "Aw, hell no." Thank you, David. Commissioner says, "That, but one looks like a tumor to me. No way." You take a big old Patuki.
Oh, the bite.
Yes. Can Melanie say, "Put on the whole armor of God"? Can you say that?
Put on the whole armor of God.
There you go. Jeremy M is a brand new member. Thank you so much, Jeremy. Greatly appreciate that. And then Elite Neo, we saw that earlier. We're going to get to that in just a second. Push-ups came in and says, "Anyone else think dark hair Mel looks kind of Asian?"
I actually got that so much growing up. I think it's the Native American bone structure. People can't tell the difference.
All right.
They migrate from Asia.
I'm like a quarter Native American, but it just that's
they can't make fun of you anymore. You check the boxes, bro.
Apparently I do, but I am very white passing since I'm mostly white. So.
All right, Blabs, are you ready to sing "What a Wonderful World" in Tower Tard accent?
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thanks to Kratos El Gratos. This is "What a Wonderful World" in Blabs from Blabs the Tower Tard.
Hello. Blabs the Tower Tard. I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Done.
Good job. Good job,
Love
Blabs
it.
Tower Tard. That was very nice.
Love it.
Make sure we're marking the time codes in all of our singing here. Once again, we do need to put together an album for sure.
No.
Kinetic
Who's
came
gonna
in with
buy
the 10.
that?
No one is, but we just need
Cat's dying.
That's the idea. It'll be called Side Scroller Sings Cats Dying. That'll be the subtitle. It'll be good. Kinetic came in with the 10, says Melanie nailed it with her song.
Thank you.
And John Kanji says, just hearing this right now, but when the letters in Sonic are showing up, it's playing live and Live and Learn in the trailer. Okay, cool. Thanks, John Kanji. When the letters in Sonic are showing up, it's playing Live and Learn in the trailer. I need to take another closer look at that for sure. All right. And Mercenary says, meant the full, but I'll take it down in the dumps. Okay. Thank you, Mercenary. Appreciate that. And then John came back, says, Mel looks like Yuri from Street Fighter. Let's go.
Thank you. I love her.
Barrett on Rumble came in for $2 and says, does this mean Melanie can inherit Echo's girl boss powers?
Oh,
native.
right. Oh, that's
Right.
right. Okay. Okay.
She's like, yes.
All right. Let's go to our next hardcore video game story here. As do you remember the PSP, the PlayStation Portable?
Yes.
Right. Well, apparently they're making a PlayStation Portable 2. This is
I'm about it. I love
interesting.
portables. Love
Yeah.
them.
So there's a new report saying that I'm going to read this verbatim. Says the new report is stating that Sony is actively working with AMD to create a new handheld. The new handheld will be in the same line as something like the Steam Deck, which obviously has been extremely popular. The handheld will be capable of playing PlayStation 4 games and some PlayStation 5 games with a patch,
Oh.
according to Moore's Law is dead. It's an active development, so anything can happen. This is the interesting thing about this. This handheld is meant to be PlayStation 6 family of products, so it's years out.
Okay.
That's the thing that gives me hesitation here, right?
Yeah.
Like, if you're talking about something from the PlayStation 6, but it plays games from the PlayStation 4 and possibly like some games from PlayStation 5, why even make it if you can't play games from that modern era?
It is interesting because initially I would think, oh, are they going to make portable specific games as they've done in the past? In this case, it looks like that's not going to happen. But I mean, it depends. Like, I think current PS5 era games kind of suck, but PS4 still has some good stuff. I could still see myself wanting one of those for that, especially if they do have some, at least on the eShop, some PSP, some PS Vita games that you can play on it. I think that will have a lot more of an appeal as well. I remember playing Daxter on the PSP. Great game. So there's a lot of games that people who didn't have a PSP or a PS Vita missed out on. So being able to play it on that, I think would be really cool.
George, did you ever play the PSP?
Yeah, I owned a Vita.
Oh, yeah.
I loved it to death. I didn't have that many games for it. The thing that would worry me about this story is A, it's years, it sounds like it's years away. B, Steam Deck already does this. So the only advantage Sony would have is exclusives, which everybody memes on them is like they don't have that many. I like my PlayStation 5. I use it every day, but I just don't like, it's not for me, probably. Like backwards compatibility is great. If I wanted to play my old Vita games, I have my old Vita anyway. I can't think of that many exclusives that aren't already available on Steam Deck. Like what is this going to do that the other consoles don't? Like Nintendo Switch 2, I assume, will be fully backwards compatible and maybe even offer graphical enhancements to like Tears of the Kingdom. You know, you'll get even better graphics, which is beautiful. I want that. I'll pay a lot of money for that. But Sony seems to be very far behind the curve on this. It seems like a miscalculation to me.
I think the idea of making something that is still years, I mean, we're only in what, the second or third year of the PlayStation 5 at this point, second year maybe, and third year. So we're in the third year, and console generations usually last what, 6. So you're realistically looking at this thing being at least 3 years out. And then you're looking at it playing games from the PlayStation 4 era, which will be at that point, 8, 9, a decade out. Like that's like, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. And I think it's admirable, but also I think that the Switch kind of has this market covered. And the Switch, between the Switch and Steam Deck, you don't need anything else. Like we've talked about this many times on the show. What is the Switch? It is a Nintendo machine. It is best known for selling and playing Nintendo games. You don't play it for Call of Duty. You play it for Mario Galaxy and Mario Odyssey and Mario whatever and Zelda this and Metroid this. That's why Nintendo has it. Once again, Sony doesn't have that. Sony doesn't have those IPs that are willing, that when you look at the list of games that are sold on the PlayStation, the top 40 games are not done through Sony. They're done through various third parties. It's a giant mishmash. So I think this worked 20 years ago with the PSP. I don't think it works now. I think this is not the best idea.
Now, if I can play PS2 and PS3 games on it.
Yeah, but you know what sucks about that? They don't even let us play PS1, 2, and 3 on the PS5 right now. You have to have a PS Plus subscription, and you have to stream the games. You can't even download them.
Yeah.
I wanted to play New Vegas on PS3. It was emulating and streaming at the same time. And there was input lag. It was annoying. But you can't play certain PS3 games and before with that lag. It's just some games are unplayable. They need to unlock, first of all, the full catalog. I don't know how they could do this legally, of all the PlayStation games from all time, put it on the PS5, and now tell me that whole library of every game ever made on a PlayStation is now available portably. And then I'll say, okay, maybe, I'm on the toilet, I'm in bed, I want to play, Vagrant Story or something, or I'm on an airplane. That would actually make me, because I can't play Vagrant Story right now unless I have the disc, but I can't play it portably. No, I can. I have it on Vita actually. But why don't they just unlock the full catalog? Then I'll be impressed.
Yeah.
But why don't they do that now?
Well, I'll tell you this. We've said this many, many times. I think the first company that comes out, and Nintendo obviously has the best opportunity here. They have their Switch Online, and they're slowly releasing these games. For the various
virtual console.
Yeah, it's more or less a virtual console. But,
I don't like that.
Well, I think if Nintendo was to make a Netflix style service that make it totally separate from the Switch or Switch 2 or whatever, just make it its own standalone thing. It's called the Switch catalog or Nintendo catalog, whatever it is, Nintendo for life, whatever. And they just put all of their first party titles in that. And you made it a subscription service to have access to it, whether it's $10 a month, $15 a month. My God, people would be forking that money over so fast. I how much do you think Nintendo could charge for their back catalog of games? Just their first party game.
They're sort of doing that. I don't remember what the service is called, but it's very limited. They have certain games available every month per console.
Right. But I'm talking about the entire thing.
Yeah. I don't know why they're not gatekeeping. That's right, not the right word. But they want to create a false scarcity. You got to keep subscribed. Next month, you don't know what we're going to release, and it's some random game nobody wants to play.
Right.
They have to release their full catalog. Again, Steam Deck. Every game ever made basically is on Steam right now. That's who you're competing with, and it's like we were saying with Sonic. The customers are clearly telling you, this is what we want. Please let us pay you. Let me take my money. Why aren't they doing it? It's like Disney with their stupid vault from years ago where they would only re-release certain movies, and it's why are you doing this? We know you have it. Just release it. Why aren't,
right? But
they're trying to create this sort of
false scarcity.
FUD.
Yeah, false scarcity, like you said, yeah.
I'm not going to say it's anti-consumer, but it's, Nintendo does not have the best reputation as loving their customers all the time. But just give us the full catalog. Let me play every game ever made. I agree with you. I don't even want the subscription service, although that'd be cool. I would just like to straight up buy every SNES game at $5 a pop, like we used to be able to on 3DS and stuff. Just let me have it so that when I'm an old man in the retirement home, I'll bust out my Switch with every game ever made downloaded, and I'll just play it. That's all I want. Let me pay you.
You wonder if, when we look back on this the last, 20 years or so, right? 2006, they had the Wii U, or the Wii, and the Wii had the virtual console on it, and you can go in and you can do exactly what you said. You could download these individual games on your Wii. The problem is that nobody plays the Wii anymore. Right. So people have these catalogs of Super Nintendo, NES, Genesis games, etc. on their Wii, but once again, nobody uses it, so they're just sitting there as digital files at this point. So I don't know. Good.
They could try to say legally we can't release certain games without the company's permission and stuff. Maybe I would buy that, but if emulation exists, and I don't openly support emulation anyway, but we know these games are available and they can be upscaled beautifully to like 4K. Watching like someone play through an Metal Gear Solid 1 in 4K is beautiful. But like, just release it. You can do it today if you wanted to, but I don't know why they don't.
All right. It's an interesting conversation, and it's one that we'll be having forever because no company's going to do it. no company's going to do it.
I just want to point out that time has actually flown by because the PS5 released in 2020.
Really?
Goodness.
24 years, yeah.
Wow.
November 2020. So it's already flying.
That's still like three years, just over 3 years.
And also for PlayStation 5, like only games, there's at least 12 titles, so it's not that many.
In 3 years, they got 12 exclusive titles.
Yeah, at least 12, because I mean, there's probably like other like spin-offs within that title, or like second or third games or whatever. But yeah,
some of them are probably remakes too, like Demon Souls.
Yeah, so at least 12, which is not that great.
All right.
They got me. I need that Demon Souls remake. I had it. I bought PS5 specifically to play that.
Got that Demon Souls. Sucks you in.
It.
All right. We got to get Elite Neo's song in.
Oh,
My heart will go on.
You were serious about that one.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, of course we were. Elite Neo came in. So while we prep for that, I also want to let you know that Adam Schroeder came in with a $100 super chat. Says, Blabs, get your rapping skills ready. California love, Asian accent, please. Hail side scrollers. Let's go, Adam. That's ridiculous and awesome. And thank you guys so much. Look at that, Adam, right there. Going up on the wall. Look at this wall. Slowly filling out. This is great.
Why is everyone trying to make me Asian today?
Asian. Are you ready to do My Heart Will Go On, Blabs? Because after this, we're going to Clown World.
Okay.
Oh.
Here we go.
It's like an intro to Clown World right now.
That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, My Heart Will Go On in an Asian accent, courtesy of Elite Neo.
It's L's to R's and R's to L, right?
I don't know. So yeah, whatever you want.
All right. How do you do an R to an L? Was it an S? What is it again?
Just go, Blabs. Just sing.
How do you do this? Every night in my dreams? I just sound like a retard. Okay. I feel you. That is how I know you go on. Mel, back me up.
I'll transcribe it in the chat there.
Let me pull on the lyrics and I'll help you.
Ibru Naito Inu Mai
Eburi Naito.
Eburi Naito.
Inu Mai Dreams.
That's Japanese.
I feel you.
I see you.
I see you.
I feel you.
George can do it.
Niru faru were.
I took Japanese in high school. This is the
outcome.
I was made for this moment.
I believe that the heart does go on.
Anu. You gotta be
Anu.
you at the end, yeah.
Senpai.
I will translate it.
Did you just say senpai? Senpai.
Hey, thank you, Elite Neo, for that chaos you caused right there. Really appreciate that. Push-ups came in, says, so Mel ate all the buffalo?
Yeah.
From your Native American days,
apparently? I guess so.
You ate them all. Ate all of the buffalo. All of the parts. Nothing goes to waste. Oh, and then, of course, we have Adam with the California Love, which would be California Love in the Asian accent. Labs, do you know California Love?
No, I'm looking at the lyrics.
You're kidding me.
Why
I
would
don't know it either.
This is Tupac,
California
apparently.
Love.
Why don't you sing, Craig? You never sing.
I sing when I ask.
Ooh,
all right?
I'm asking
okay,
you,
we're
Craig.
asking you.
By the chats and donations.
The chat's asking you, metaphorically speaking.
No, they're not. Hey, let's we'll get to that in just a minute, Adam.
I'm
Thank
gonna
you
try.
so much. Was Blabs will be singing that in just a little bit. But hey, it's Friday. It's noon Central Time. It means it's time to go to Clown World.
Clown. Clown.
All right. Here we are. Friday at noon. It's Clown World time. George, we live in Clown World. I'm sure you are aware of everything that's that's happening in society. And this is the segment where we take a few minutes and we just kind of point out the absolute stupidity of everything that's happening in the world, which is more or less what we do on this show every single day. But now we have a segment for it. Let's go to the New York Post on X. This is interesting, as Ukrainian-born model is crowned Miss Japan. As she's not even from Japan, but she beat the Japanese woman.
Right. I can explain this to you. So
Please.
What happened was this woman, she was born and raised in Ukraine by 2 Ukrainian parents until the age of 5. Then her mother, who's Ukrainian, remarried a Japanese man, so they moved to Japan. So she knows Japan now, but only last year was she able to get her citizenship. So to me, this just sounds like a political stunt because she's not Japanese at all, except for knowing the language and like growing up around the culture. But she was not born Japanese. She does not have any Japanese in her, right? So this is a political stunt.
Well, maybe she has had a Japanese.
Maybe she's had. I thought about that after I said it. I'm like, here's right. Maybe the birds and the bees and whatever. But the judges actually said she's more Japanese than we are. And it's like, wow, how woke can you be? Like, wow. And in order to be woke in Japan, because they're Asian, you have to be white. But it's like the reverse wokeness because they're Asian over there.
That's
so now
funny.
the diversity check boxes are white over there. So everyone move to Japan if you can't get a job in America anymore. But yeah, to me, it's like a giant political stunt. Because no way, listen, she's a beautiful woman, but no way in hell you're going to put her with a bunch of other gorgeous Japanese-born and raised women and say she's more Japanese than the rest of them. Huh?
Right. Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
George, it seems like a good opportunity for you to use your Japanese you learned in high school and go over there and really go after the Miss Japan crown.
Go, George, go.
So I have a lot to say about that. But all right, so I'm American. I was born here. My family is Greek. They emigrated from Greece. So I don't say I'm Greek. I say I'm American. But I think the rules are different here. Perhaps, Melanie, you could advise, since you're Native American. you would welcome me to your country.
Yeah, I would welcome
things are a little... Japan is a very small country. There's the ethnicity factor to consider. Here in America, it's not so much of a factor. And I think the American paradigm is being applied to countries where it's very firmly established. Like, not only is this a country, but there is an ethnicity here. And what is a country? And I think our modern day thing is trying to test what is a country? Should countries even exist? And in some cases, they're saying, no, countries and borders shouldn't exist. We should just all be humans. So does Japan belong to the Japanese anymore? What does the word Japanese even mean? I think they're trying to test where the fence is. Obviously, if I was Japanese, I would not be happy with this. So I'm outraged on behalf of the Japanese. And if they want to invite me over there again, I would love to spend some time vacationing.
Well, of course you'd be outraged, you white man. You're so.
I'm Greek. I'm not white. Wait, I'm American. I'm not Greek.
There you go. That's right.
Wait a second.
Yeah, that's the thing is I guess it just depends, because like here in America, if someone was Miss America, she can be black or white or anything really, and nobody would really think that much of it either way, as long as she lived in America. But it's a bit different when you go from here, where it is more of a melting pot, to in Japan, where the high majority of people are of Japanese origin.
Japan is like, ethnic and all that. Ethnicity. I can't even speak English today. But like, America is literally just everybody. It's not Americans. It's not like a race.
Like the people who are complaining about America, they have they clearly have never been anywhere else in the world, because this is such, when they say it's a melting pot, it is insane. If you were to walk down a street in Japan, you don't see white people walking around. You don't see black people. You see Asian people that look stereotypically Asian, right? That's what you see. That's the reality of it. The idea that a black person or a white person or a Mexican person or a Latin or whatever, those are like that you become the like you are such a novelty to them because they're not used to seeing that. They're not used to seeing that on a day-to-day basis. You've seen people like there's videos of people that are not Asian going over there, and they become like celebrities on the subway or whatever it is because there are people like, wow, this is insane. I can't believe it's like an alien has showed up.
People do give you looks. I've been there before, and not like nasty looks, but like novelty.
Right.
But then you're in the unenviable position. Like if you're a mixed race Japanese person, like I've seen people who were Japanese and black, and in Japan, it's like, are they even accepted as Japanese? So a lot of people over there are given a hard time, and they're not like accepted by, you know, traditional Japanese people. So that's a conversation they'll have for another generation or two. But it is true that the idea of borders and ethnicity are trying to be blended, perhaps by force. It's hard to know. But here in America, obviously, it's less. There's almost no stigma as far as I'm concerned. But over there, it's like if they have a declining birth rate, let's say, and I'm Japanese, and I'm worried about the future of my ethnicity, I might be more worried about, you know, I don't want there to be fewer Japanese people in the world. So I understand if they would not be super happy about it. But obviously, it's not cool to be, you know, considered less than in a country where, you know, you couldn't control how you were born or what you look like. But
well,
that's,
you know, and it's but it's fascinating. So good on the Ukrainian-born Miss Japan.
Yeah, it's all about those politics.
Right.
Imagine if she was born and raised in Russia. Would they do the same thing to her nowadays?
They chop off her hands. They chop off her hands.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I think she'd win Miss Japan if she was from Russia.
All right, let's move on to our next story here. As Melanie, this should be very, very important to you. You should have some sort of parallel kinship to what we're about to talk about. As we're going to go down to Australia now, and there's a very woke family down there that put on the side of their house a sign acknowledging that the Wurundjeri people are the traditional owners of the land.
Special reminder, you guys.
It's the ultimate virtue signal.
Wow.
Until they showed up at their front door. And let's see what happens here.
We've seen your little plaque here on the wall. We're the Wurundjeri people.
Yeah. Where you come in, we've seen the sign.
All right. See, we haven't got anywhere to stay, so we're thinking, we might just stay here for that 1 or 2 months.
We saw your sign there and we thought, I don't know about that.
So do you see what happened?
That's like the Ben and Jerry's ice cream fiasco when they were like, this is native land, just a reminder. And it's like, okay, are you going to be giving your part of it back to them then that your corporate is on?
It's brilliant stuff. So they show up and they're like, hey, well, we'll just hang out with you for a little bit. And they're like,
no, just us.
No, we weren't in much trouble.
How did you know about it? With a sign.
We saw that sign there.
We didn't ask money for the sign.
Oh, yeah, it's a sign. It's a sign there.
I know it's a sign. I don't know who put it up there, so.
Oh, well, we'll just live in the back of the house. Look at my feet.
There's some local rabbits we can hunt down and grab. Cook.
they're like, I don't know who put that sign up. I don't know. Why would anybody? I don't know who put that up. And the guy goes,
some rabbits.
Yeah, he's talking about going out and finding some rabbits, and we'll make some dinner. Outstanding.
If you like rabbit, we can share.
Get some witchy drop for them.
That's the problem.
Look away, it was small. That big crockery was set up and we'll sing.
I just didn't know what to do.
Oh, we could just set a fire right there.
Why weren't they getting their land back? I didn't understand. This so wasn't going as well as I expected.
We've got a dot painting here if you want one to hang up.
A what?
A dot painting?
Yeah, we've got some patents for you.
Yeah.
We can give you.
We thought we'd come get some hot water. We want to make a cup of tea.
You can come in and have a cup of tea, but I don't know about the rest of it, hey? Like.
So come in for some tea, but that's about where this ends. So.
Wow.
It reminds me of the Martha's Vineyard thing.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
It's all words, and when you finally do what they want, it's like, oh no, please do this somewhere else. Even Kathy Hochul or whatever here in New York wanted to send the guys that got arrested for beating up those cops to California.
Right.
It's like, we're not going to put them in jail.
Right. Anywhere but here. We're gonna, and by the way, we're gonna deport them out of the state, not out of the country. You know, it's
yeah.
What a world, man! What a world! It's fascinating to see the hypocrisy attached to this. And Andrew, once again, Blaz will be singing in just a minute.
Adam.
Yeah.
You accidentally called him Andrew. It's okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Andrew, thank you. Well, I'm sorry.
Adam.
Can we get like Craig? Please be patient. I have autism hat.
Like,
hold on.
I'm sorry, Andrew.
Damn it! I'm looking down at my other screen here. I have the Streamlabs up because Andrew came in.
Okay.
And that's what I was looking at as I was reading Adams. It says in a Russian accent, Japanese don't win contests for Japan. Japan wins contests for Japanese. I go, thank you, Andrew. Appreciate that. So thank you, Andrew. Thank you, Adam.
There we go.
And not to be outdone, Blabs. Kratos El Gratos came in with a $100 direct donation. Says, this one's kind of complex. I'd like to request California Dreamin' with Melanie singing lead in the German accent and Blab singing backup in Russian.
I love California Dreamin'.
He says, that's all for
the mamas
today.
and papas of 2024.
He says, that's all for today. Or is it? All right, Kratos, we'll see. So we got the mamas and the papas coming up. California. I like how creative you're getting on this, Kratos.
This is great.
Before we get to that, I want to go to our next segment of Clown World here. This was amazing. This is just listen. I was on a plane last night. I got in to Orlando around 1:30 in the morning. I think 12:30, 1:30 in the morning. It was the middle of the night, right? And I'll tell you what. I did not react like this I don't know who would have this type of reaction. This is a couple women. It's their genuine reaction to seeing a flight deck with 3 amazing and powerful female pilots for the first time. Have you seen this, Mel?
No.
All right. Check this out.
Oh my.
What a soy girl.
Literally crying.
Soy girls, come on. Come on, touch some grass.
So this has been passed around as she's literally weeping.
In first class.
Yes, bingo.
First class, yeah.
That's the thing. Look at how giant. Like she's not slubbing it with the rest of us in the back and 34E. She's up here in seat 2A and 2B with her giant retractable seat. This is the most stereotypical bullshit ever, where they get these super well-to-do white women who are like,
yeah.
It just drives me crazy.
I'm just gonna say this kind of reaction, if anything, is more insulting to women than anything, because it's like, wow, despite being an inferior human being, they did this. That's what it feels like. It's like, why is it such a shock? It shouldn't be. If it happens organically, it shouldn't be this huge shock or big, I shouldn't have to have a performance because, wow, a woman could actually fly a plane. No way.
maybe on when I return back to Texas here on Sunday, I'll do a spoof of this. And
oh, when you see a white male.
And I was like, yeah, no.
And then we'll see you getting arrested or deported off the plane.
Right.
You ever see that Twilight episode with William Shatner and the gremlin on the wing of the plane?
No.
Please tell me you guys have
the
seen
Twilight Zone with the gremlin, and they thought
he's looking out the window.
Actually was real.
Yeah, he's like looking out the window, and there's a gremlin ripping apart the wing of the plane. I wanted to do a comic strip where it's like there's just a woman on the wing of the plane. It's like, there's a woman on this plane, riding this plane. We have to get off. And at the end of the episode, he ends up like pulling the emergency exit and almost flying out of the plane.
I love it.
I wish I had time to draw it. Maybe I'll have to find this weekend or something. But like,
do it. That is.
If I ever see a woman flying a plane, I'm going to be the guy with like the cup. Like, I know it's fine. I'm fine.
I love it.
But
Why
no,
can't-
like
Why can't we laugh at that stuff? Like that's
I
I mean, we
know.
obviously can, but people look like get over yourself. We could play this 3,000 times a show, but really just comes back to this.
Fuck off, you oversensitive little shit.
There you go.
Recently, I went to the grocery store and this old guy was like, I saw you in the parking lot and I was scared. And I was like, why? And he's like, I saw you're driving. I said, fair.
Oh my god.
was it true though? Like it?
Yeah. So I was like, well, that's fair.
You poor
I
thing.
get it. It was hilarious.
Just in my mind, I see you taking your driver's test and you're knocking over all the cones. That is awesome. That is absolutely spectacular. And the worthy one came in and says, I was fighting for my life, trying not to laugh at my job hearing Melanie singing Hot Gear. Was not expecting that today. Thank you.
Love it.
Bullet Shepherd says, hello, side scrollers. I see Melanie Mac and G Primu. So America. Such hamburger.
Such hamburger.
Dozo.
It's so fun.
Arigato.
So America. So hamburger.
Luigi.
Sorry, that got me. Plus, please read the rest.
Okay. Alejandro, Blobs, what's the evil magic symbol on your cap? It's just a Deathly Hallows symbol. There's no evil to it.
Is that a Harry Potter thing?
It is. And then Aiden for 5. Interesting fact: in Japan, there are a few numbers of Japanese that are into Chicano culture, especially dressed up as cholos, and it's cool. What?
Cholos.
Is that the ones that do the
YOLO?
orange face? I've seen those. I mean, if it's what I'm thinking of.
I don't know.
It's funny.
Appreciate you.
How baloney for $10. Saying, been treated as brown and white over the years. If I tell a Greek I'm Greek, they ask, are you from Greece? Have you been to Greece? Do you speak Greek? That's what you do. Then what you do to have to be blah, then what do you have to do with Greece? It's true. If you're not actually like from the country, they're like, nah, you're wrong.
Yeah, they would see you as sort of like you're a betrayer. You left the country, and secretly though they want to come to America though.
Mm-hmm.
But that's
I don't mean to.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I don't mean to talk smack about people from Greece, but like they'll look at you like, oh, you're an American though. You're not really Greek. So I would go over there on vacation as a little kid, and I'd just be like the American kid everyone's looking at. Oh, Mr. Little Richie kid over here, and I just grew up like lower middle class. I'm not special, but they over there, it's like, oh, look at this American. You know.
Well, they're in misery in Greece. That's also another reason.
Well, yeah, they got a lot of problems over there right now.
My knowledge of Greek culture starts and stops with my big fat Greek wedding.
I love that movie.
love that movie. It's
I
so
just
good.
saw the third one, and it was kind of filled with ideology, and it was not really necessary. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend watching it. It had some little woke bits here and there, and I was like, nah.
Yeah, the wokeness has infected Greek Americans, Greek Canadians too. They're pretty left leaning. So I don't know a lot of Greek people actually.
Kratos came in and says, maybe I'm mistaken, but I thought there were only 2 people in the flight deck normally. What's the third woman for? Yeah, I was actually thinking the same thing, Kratos. Yeah.
That's like one of those how many women does it take to screw in a light bulb things, but this time to fly a plane.
Maybe one of them was just a stewardess. I'm guessing.
Maybe. Who knows? Like we'll ever know. But I'll definitely give an update on my flight situation here on Sunday when I return. Blabs, you got some singing to do, my dear.
It's gonna be so bad.
Coming from Adam says, Blabs, get your rapping skills ready. California love, Asian accent, please. Hail side scrollers, Adam or Andrew. Thank you, Adam.
An A name.
Are you ready, Blabs?
No, this is gonna be so bad.
We all are. We've established this.
Do I get a backup singer again?
No.
All right. So Asian, okay, L's and R's and stuff. Now, let me welcome everybody to Wild Wild West. A state that's untouchable like Elliot rests. The track hits your eardrums like a slug to your chest.
Keep going.
Craig is like totally judging you, like you're a terrible Asian woman. Pack a Vesteroo from your Jimmiroo in the city of Sexaroo. Huh? Better? I'm so judged by everybody. Okay. I lost where it was. All right.
I apologize for that, Adam. I'm sorry.
You did
At
great.
least you didn't call his name Andrew. Why
Adam,
don't you
Andrew,
do better, Craig? If you're like, oh, you're so shit. Do it better. Go on.
He didn't ask me to. But you know what? Who did? Kratos asked you and Melanie to do California Dreamin' by the Mamas and Papas. Melanie with the German accent, Blabs singing back up in Russian.
Yeah.
All right.
Are we
I'm
ready
singing
for
the
this?
parentheses.
All right.
All
sounds
right.
good. All right, ladies. I'm going to pull me and George and let you all go crazy. Here we go.
All right. All the leaves are brown.
All the leaves are brown.
And sky is gray.
And the sky is gray. How do you do that?
I've been for a walk.
I've been for a walk.
On a winter's day.
On a winter's day.
I'd be safe and warm.
I'd be safe and warm.
If I was in LA.
If I was in LA, Russia.
California dreaming.
California dreaming.
On such a winter's day.
On a winter's day.
Well, holy shit. Wow. I love how hard you go, Melanie. I mean, you go hard.
It's the only way to do it.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, great.
How can
All
you
right.
do a subtle German accent? You can't.
I don't know. It's crazy. That was almost as crazy as the Reese's balls that we had earlier in the show. Oh my God. Aiken says, can you pull the rest of us out next time? Just end it right there. All right, let's get out of here, guys. It is Friday, which means it's our final show of the week. I'd like to thank George for popping in for the first time. George, you're a smart cat who is also Greek. No, also American, as they say. American. So where can everybody find you, my friend?
Well, I'm at gprime85 on Twitter and Instagram. I have a YouTube channel I don't use, which is the same name. And I'll be finishing Ghost of the Badlands 2 as well, soon, I hope. No. We haven't discussed that yet. But I'll be finishing soon. I hope everyone's looking forward to it. Stick with me for just a little while longer. I'm inking the last of it this month.
Awesome. Mel, where can everybody find you?
Yay, you guys can find me on YouTube at Melanie Mac Go Boom, and on my Bible channel, Bible Time with Melanie Mac, and then on X, Instagram, all that stuff at Melanie Mac.
Cool. Obviously, you can find Blabs over on X, over on Kick, here on YouTube as well, at Blabbering C over on X. We know that for sure. And you'll be able to find me here, obviously, and over on the Side Scrollers Plays channel, which I will not be live over there this afternoon because apparently I'm going to a theme park today. So we'll see how that goes.
You have to be like, I'm going to Universal instead of where I'm going.
I don't know. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know where I've
been.
I'm gonna put a mask on me and we're gonna go. But everybody head over to Friday Night Tights because obviously they are live right now as well. Go check out those wonderful folks. Let people know that Side Scrollers sent you. We'd really appreciate it. Just go into the chat and say Side Scrollers sent me. All right, guys, we're gonna get out of here. Have a great rest of your day. And remember, people gonna try to keep you down. Don't let them. You guys got a goal. Go get it. Have a great weekend, guys. See you guys Monday, 11 a.m. Central Time. Back at it again for another week of Side Scrollers. See ya.